Super Idol di Charo, donate me to 10 by Chung for the.
We're going over the aftermath of the Avatar Netflix. I should have done this like a week ago, but you know, I wanted to let stuff settle in a little bit, okay? So, I mean, overall, from what I've seen, I mean, from Twitter, yeah, nobody likes it, bruh. Well, I mean, a lot of people like it, but it's really, really negative. Not surprising. It's really nothing, and from what I've seen, it's really nothing with the actors at all. Although there is like a lot of people mad about like certain cast members, like Azula. She's like, oh, Azula isn't sweet and innocent. She's like mean and like, why does she? Why is she here? Why who is that? That's not Azula. That's not my. Yeah, so I mean, there's stuff like that, but I mean, there's always gonna be like people like that, you know. I get what they're saying with that too. Like, I kind of don't see it, but we gotta see her acting, bro. Next season, she's gonna be on the screen more. So, but I don't think there's particularly anything wrong with her or anybody else. Anybody else's like casting. I mean, in my opinion, I kind of don't care. I just care if the show is good or not, and the show is. I gave it a 6 out of 10. And if anything, at most, it would be a 7, but no more than a 7. IGN gave it a 7. Yikes. I'm mixed on the show, I guess. I mean, it's watchable. You know, it's better than the other one that we don't mention, but it's not terrible. It's really just the writing, bro. As soon as the original writers left, we already knew. Yeah, we already saw it coming. But anyways, I'm still I'm not like completely against it. Like it was a little enjoyable for me. So, you know, I'm looking forward to the second season, but I mean, we gotta yo, whenever I think of the live action, I just think of the freaking Omashu Gates opening or whatever the hell it was. That shit was terrible. That was terribly like made. Oh my gosh, it looks so cheap, man. It looks so bad. The green screen. I'm just like, ugh. I don't like that at all. Anyways, we're gonna look at everybody else's comments and shit. So I have my issues with the Avatar Netflix, but we're not gonna call it worse than a. Yeah, like there is issues, but it's not worse than a movie. I think on TikTok like some kids were hyping up the movie, like they were saying the movie looked better than yeah, no, it's not on that level. Sorry, but they ate this scene so bad. If you didn't at least enjoy this, you're a hater. Ice
Go back to the
this.
healing huts.
Oh, this. Ah. I mean, I liked this scene. It was cool. I was like, okay, she waterbending and shit, but like how'd she get to do that? Was there like an unknown training arc? It reminded me of Rising of the Shield Hero. It's an anime, and season 2 I just stopped. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like literally, I think there was like 10 new characters that were introduced in the manga that were like important for the show and part of their training and shit. Like there was a whole training arc, and they skipped over it all. And so these characters come in and they're like, "Oh, it's you." And what do you mean it's you? What the fuck happened? So they undergone like a whole training type of shit. I didn't. That shit pissed me off. So I dropped it like midway through. And it's kind of like the same thing here. Like Katara, like she did some things, you know, before this scene, but like she's just, I mean, bro, I mean, she just goes absolutely like fucking ballistic. Like, look at this shit. She's doing shit. Okay, this one was actually understandable because she saw the earthbenders do that shit, sure. But like everything else in this scene, it's like, yo, what? When did she do this? When did she train doing all this? I mean, I guess it's fine, but it's just like, I did like the scene though. This is probably the best scene. One of the best scenes in the show, and it's, you know, it's not even really that much, you know. Yeah. Anyways, they skipped some things here too. Katara in live action doesn't have the same attitude as Katara from original. They've taken the part of Katara we've loved about her. She was fearless, not scared to speak her mind. That's what we liked about her. Yeah, she doesn't really. they kind of got rid of like the sassiness, I guess you can like describe it somewhat as sassiness. I don't know, that's how that's how I see it. But yeah, I mean, I guess you can say it doesn't really feel like her. I think actually, yeah, now that I think about it, I did say, I think I said in my review video, I said that Sokka was kind of like bland. I mean, I think now that I think about it, I think Katara is worse. That I think Katara is worse overall in terms of like character. Yeah, I think Sokka is just better. I think they focused on him a bit more in that department for this season. I don't know. I mean, either way, the whole character dynamic between like the three of them, like A and Katara and Sokka, like they're pretty much complete strangers. They just get together on Appa, you know, say hi, hey, how's it going? How's it going? And then they just, whenever they go to the next place, they just split off. Feels like One Piece. At least One Piece there's like 1,000 episodes, and so you know they get a lot of time together, even if they're split up and shit. You know, like it feels real. Their relationships feel real. I hope we get another season of Avatar Netflix. I don't think it was terrible at all, but could use some improvements for next season if we actually get one overall. I enjoyed. Yeah, I it is something to watch. Like I somewhat enjoyed watching it even though the writing and shit was oh my gosh. But I'm not like, you know, I didn't terribly dislike it. Like I would like a season 2. That would be nice. Hopefully they superly improve. Y'all just either hate watching or didn't watch a thing at all. There were literally scenes in the show where Aang was falling, and if he could fly, he would have. But he didn't. If he could fly, then he wouldn't have needed anyone's help here. Ah, 5 minutes and I already messed up so bad. They have Aang flying. I think, yeah. So I was wondering that too. I think he was gliding, possibly, maybe. Yeah, like they can't completely like fly. And it kind of reminded me of in Korra, where they have like the little gliders like under their arms and shit, like little thing like glide through the air. They're not actually flying, but they're you know they're just gliding down and shit. That's what it kind of looked like right there. But I mean, he's just falling down. You know, they can't completely fly, but he is like you know using some air. See, he used air like under him to like relieve the pressure and shit, so he doesn't like fucking die. So I think here it's gliding. I think it's fine. I think this is okay. But it might be it's 50-50, you know. I understand it can be 50-50. It is debatable a little bit. Eh. I absolutely hate how the live action ruined Boomy and Aang's relationship. Boomy was Aang's fun and close friend in the original series, but instead it made him into a douchebag and constantly guilt tripped Aang about what happened. Yeah, that was pretty that's pretty wild. Yeah, I was noticing I'm like, oh my gosh, Boomy, like chill the fuck out. Yeah, I think I remember him being a bit more chill animated besides like locking them up in fucking crystals. It is kind of interesting. I mean, I'm neutral on this one. I don't really care. They fucked up the yeah, I saw also the lightning bending lore. Uh, yeah, here I was like, and somebody was talking, it was somebody talking about it in the comments, I don't know. But I was like, yeah, they kind of fucked up the lightning bending. Like, why, what's the fists and doing all that just to, yeah, I mean, Azula just did like 2 or 3 moves maximum and just shot lightning through her tips. And isn't it like she does it at the end, but it's changed. I don't really. I mean, this is something I kind of don't care about, but it's also like it kind of makes sense because it's lightning, you know, with the lore. But I kind of don't care. Like all of this shit, you know, yeah, change stuff up. Like it's a different form of media. Like it's a different type of Last Airbender. It's not gonna be the exact same, but just let the writing be good. Yeah, I really don't care. Just let the writing be good. Shit, bruh. They could do whatever they want. Just follow the main story at least, and let the writing be good, and let the characters pretty much be the same. Otherwise, do whatever the fuck you want, I guess. As long as it's good. I mean, you can't get better than the animated series, man. You really can't. I can't take Azula seriously at all. No offense to her actress, but nothing about her is intimidating. Yeah, I get that. I mean, I guess it's more subtle. I don't know. Because she's not like smiling and shit. She just has like a straight face. I mean, I guess that could work. I don't know. I need to see more of her in season 2 to like, see a better conclusion. Because she didn't really have a lot of screen time, to be honest. It's season 1. Why am I seeing Ozai? So it's really because they don't want everybody to be superly grown up. Like when in the last book, like book 3, book 4. I think there's only gonna be like 3. That's why they were like jumping around and shit with the seasons, with the stories and stuff. But I wouldn't be surprised because they don't want Gordon to be like, I guess, too grown up. So that's why they skipped some things around, I guess. I don't know. We'll see, man. Overall, I guess I enjoyed watching it. It was okay. I mean, obviously could have been better, but it was just okay, It was just okay. I mean, it's some people are comparing it, trying to say the movie was way better than this one, the live action Netflix show. No, no, it's not on that level. But I can see where they're coming from. In one aspect, there is only one way that the movie is way better, and this might be controversial. It actually isn't, from what I've seen. This was way better than this. I'm sorry. And she do look like Ice Spice. I'm sorry, but this is just the truth, man. Like, the hair here was done better than here. And I think this is because it's, like, synthetic, maybe? And they tried to, like, completely replicate the style in the animated, yeah. And here they just, give her 2 little things and then put the little hoop in the back, and that's it. Call it a day. And I think this is, like, human hair. So, with, like, a lace front and shit. Yeah. But this is, like, literally the only good thing about the movie. But yeah, I mean, what do you think? It's okay. I mean, it's a 6 out of 10. It's mid for me. I think mid would be more like 7 out of 10. But I mean, it's watchable. And if you're watching it for the first time instead of like watching an animated series first, it probably won't be as bad. It is definitely a downgrade from the animated series. And as a standalone series, I don't know. It's just the writing was kind of bad. Yeah, there's no fixing that. Shit. Still, I mean, I'm waiting on season 2. I'll watch season 2. I don't care. It's just something to watch, when I'm bored. Ooh. It's enjoyable to watch, but if you're choosing either or, watch the animated. Yeah.
Shot at a black man and took his shoes. Customized my AR like a Black Ops 2. Just scammed a white kid out of some Gorilla Glue. I don't wanna fuck this bitch, she smell like poo poo.